Hey everybody, back again. Wanted to highlight something here because it's something that should have made it through, but due to their own ignorance and failures, it failed. Uh, yes, on April 1st, they posted that Guinness Book World Records has canceled their uh, record attempt, and now here on the 9th, they are officially done. They're done. Everything has failed. They were attempting to drive these little cars, remote control or kid cars, 500 miles in toy cars, and they were doing good until until this one here and her friend failed to know common sense. You don't put batteries face to face where their terminals touch. So they fried a bunch of batteries. They just kept doing it. They screwed up multiple times with the first set of cars that they were going to drive. They were little toy trucks or Jeeps, or I think. I mean, they made 2 attempts, and I mean, it's going and going. See, this is their original, and they destroyed these cars before they even started the adventure. She literally bought dozens and dozens of batteries for these things and put them all to the test, and like they had tons of batteries. Like it was a countertop full of batteries for it, and then the things broke down completely. Wires were fried. Everything just fell apart. So they got new cars, and the new cars, they kept screwing them up. Remote. They at one point the wires were shot because they pulled on them too hard, so they had to get a new connector and replace that connector and put it on. And then for a while the car wouldn't drive unless you had the remote for it, and so you were driving with the remote instead of the actual steering wheel here. And they just kept going, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, our batteries are shot because we don't know why. They're just melting at the prongs. They were just sitting in the thing together side by side, and this is where we stored them. It's like, yeah, you're driving, and then the batteries are smacking together terminal to terminal, so you're arcing. And I mean, it's science, people. You don't put 2 9-volt batteries together, otherwise they explode. So they fried the batteries, got new batteries, started again. April Fool's Day comes. Oh yeah, Guinness Book World Records canceled our thing. Oh yeah, because the wheel was part of the frame and the frame is broke. And okay, can't. Then they're like, April Fool's. Now here's the 9th, and she's in tears. She's in tears, and why is she in tears? Because Guinness Book World Records said, you didn't pay your entry fees. They literally all she did was go through the Guinness Book of World Records thing and go, oh, it's a $5 application fee. And yes, she went through the application fee and she got the information booklet, but she never paid the fees. Now, what do I mean by fees? Okay, for the Guinness Book of World Records, you're paying to be put in the book. In order to be put in the book, you have to pay people, actual human beings, to go through your records of the event. They're going to go through and itemize every step that you took. They're going to go through and check your references, because okay, you're traveling 500 miles in this toy car, and you have to stop periodically and get people to sign off on that you made it that far and you drove there. So they're going to have to contact all these people. You have to show photo proof. They have to go through video evidence. They have to go through photo evidence of everything. Pardon me. The little beetle. They have to go through everything. You are paying a team of people to go through everything that you do over the month period or whatever. So you have to pay their salary. Then you have to pay for all of your titles, your registration. You have to pay to be in the book. And they're like, we didn't know. Pricing's here. And then you go, how much do world records cost? Right here. $12,000 to $500,000 per package. And they're being charged $16,000. And they're like, we didn't know we had to pay. It talks about it on the Guinness World Records website. It's literally in the behind the scenes beginner guide to the Guinness Records titles. It's in the application process. It's in the frequently asked questions section. Yahoo Finance even has it. Record holders don't win anything. It costs them money. You have to pay to be in the book. You have to pay to have a record. Every time you see one of these, people going, here's a record, thing. Yeah, they paid to have that record. If you don't pay, you don't go in the book. I mean, even a simple search, gives you that information. It drives me nuts that people don't actually, they don't look into this shit. You want to be in a record book. Pay. Pay like everyone else. Everybody else does it. What is that? Guinness Book World Records counterpart, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Contestants even had to pay to be on that. The museum. You have to donate the item to the museum, and then you have to pay the museum upkeep because what they take in donations does not cover the upkeep of the museum. People don't look into this shit, and it's annoying. It really is. It boggles my freaking mind. It gives me a migraine. It makes my head hurt, and it makes me want to kick a midget. It really does. I supported them since day one. I was following them. I was lending support, giving them tips, telling them, "Oh, you've got steel axles with a plastic hub. There's no good bearings in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to tip it on its side, and you're going to pour graphite powder into the bearing area and next to the steel axle, and just spin the wheel periodically, and the graphite will work in, and then your squeak will go away. It won't collect dust, and they just blow everyone off, and they're like, look, we're doing it, we're independent. And then they fucking fail because they didn't read the instructions. They didn't do anything except for, look, we're doing a fundraiser, we're gonna send us money, and we're gonna send it off to these people. And it's like, yeah, you raised 1/10 of the amount of money that it costs to be in the record book. You could do this, 20 times and still not be able to afford to be in the book. One, they bought 2 cars. I think they were like $1,000 each. And then they bought a ton of batteries. The first set 2 Jeeps that they got, and then they got like 20 batteries for each one. I mean, I can't imagine how many credit cards they maxed out, failing their first attempt, just to go through the second attempt and not know that it doesn't count if they don't pay before they start. Everything that they did since day one did not count. They could have made it all the way 500 miles, got to the end, and then went, hey, where's our record? Look, we did it. And then they go, you didn't pay us, so we didn't start the clock. Yeah. You failed. Just stop trying. Just end it now. Just stop trying. You've done 2 attempts. You've wasted like $10,000, and all you've done is raise $1,000 towards your goal. You didn't do anything. You're actually in the negative. You are in the negative. So I had high hopes, and yeah, you failed. That's failure. So that's it.